And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well,
Yeah, I put my
first, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
PlayStation onto rest mode last night, so I had to quickly, because I had to shoot off. So I've literally just had to start streaming immediately after. He just said.
Pull that arrow out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand?
Just doing a quick test to make sure my voice is coming through.
Good as new.
Thank you.
Have you idlers nothing better to do? Get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle?
We're just doing a quick test to make sure I'm coming through.
It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Me and Leo are just doing a test at the moment to see if I can join on the Discord and see if you guys can hear him a bit more clearly. I think he's a bit more funny than I am, so it'd be good for you guys to hear him.
Hey.
Just gonna run down the stairs and get this sorted. Need to speak to Robert.
I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father.
Cool.
They say he
Fine.
was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Thank you so much.
You fled from Skalitz.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
Fuck yeah, dude.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
This bit, I always make the mistake of picking everything up when you don't really need to. You just pick up a couple of bits and get the food in you. Because if you pick it all up, it just goes off in your pockets. Oh god, he's about to fall asleep. Right, get the roast duck and then run. Right, really quick. Move it. Run. Really quick. Run. Run. Everyone gets pissed off with you if you don't fucking... Right, here we go. Just go to sleep. Sleep.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all.
He would be pretty impressed if I died anytime soon.
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but To tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
I just can't talk about it, tell the story of the raid.
You might be right,
I think...
I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a queen, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I had
Yeah, I think when you're on like hardcore with all the negative buffs, the debuffs, yeah, like this bit, you can actually fail some of the dialogue.
Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only he'd known what fate had in store for us.
Yeah, like then I just failed that dialogue, for Christ's sake.
Ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed.
I'll try the
Pennants flapped in the wind. The armor glinted in the
love
sunlight,
part
and the
ones.
horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. I looked towards the tavern and saw a group of humans chasing down my Bianca, murdering her for sport. There was nothing I could do to help her.
Lady Stephanie's absolutely loving this story.
She's with the Lord now.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself.
We noticed on my stream that Henry's like sitting on right on the edge of the bed, like he's doing. Isn't that like a workout?
I needed
He's just crushing it right now. He's just crushing it all the time.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream.
I've seen those like pictures online of people doing like planking, like facing a sausage dog. And it's like, how is he doing this?
I had to run even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save them. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through, I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Alright, here we are.
To the campus.
What's that, sorry?
Have you seen the video of Rampage Jackson power bombing someone into the campus from like unbelievable?
No. Oh yeah, I have. Yeah, I think I have seen that. Yeah, there's a torch here. Do I have a torch yet?
And pick all the way up and just fucking slams it. Joe Rogan was like, I don't think anyone has ever been hit that hard in the UFC.
Jesus. Yeah, he did get. That sounds good. Send me a link to that shit.
Yeah.
Alright, you are unmuted, by the way, so don't say anything terrible. We are chatting again because I'm playing again.
The fact that you have to say that makes me think I can say terrible things.
Yeah, well, you do. I do as well. I just want to make that clear to everyone. We say awful things when we're muted. This is not a safe space anymore. Let me just go and speak to Robert.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get there, won't we?
Aye, we will.
May the Lord watch over you.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robert?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
Well, what will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense, and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
Sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will, and good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! Don't get all made right now!
Men,
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry. I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Farewell.
I can't wait for some man to relieve me though.
You did this to yourself.
Right. I always forget where I'm meant to stand. I might just stand, you know. Yeah, don't you just like chill and yeah, someone comes up to you, don't they? And they're like, yeah, this is good. You're fine. We're smoking.
Yeah. Smoking.
We're out here in Amish country, smoking fat joints. Hello. Oh, this will be the gentleman.
Like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Yeah, so I just need to wait now. Yeah, just till whenever, and I think cutscene is coming. Yeah, last time I did one of these playthroughs properly, I got 22 hours in, so I am okay at staying alive. And this time I will try harder, and you will have a bit of commentary going along with it. Alright, something's happening. Let's go to the battlements.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
Jesus! We're going to end up like skeletons.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. You may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot! Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Ratsig Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that the Radzik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Right, let's do this. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, I need to speak to the old matey boy and get all this sorted out. I reckon a bit of thievery is going to be happening, and a few other bits and bobs. What did you just say?
My respect to you.
Right.
So, Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
So, Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzik is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Kuttenberg? Well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
I suppose because it has a strategic position and good fortifications, so it can be used as a base for raids, giving you control of the whole territory and good defences too, if you need them.
Not at all. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed 2 birds with 1 stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Where did these Cumans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Hello. Right, cool. Done that. Right, in order to escape, we need to disguise ourselves. Oh my god. Jesus.
Do you know that if you fill up your horse's saddle bags and then move the saddle to your inventory and then give them another saddle, you can carry, like, effectively just the weight of the saddle, but nothing else that's actually inside the bags?
That is so sweaty.
Yeah, I've never done it.
And I need a feather
but
bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
What am I supposed to think up?
How should I know? Maybe some disguise so I can say I didn't recognize you? If a Talmberg soldier turns up all kitted out properly, in armor and a helmet, then of course I let him go. That's obvious.
All right, I'll have a look around for something. Is there someone...
Hungry, are you? You should go and see the cook. She's good-hearted, especially if you come with some coin. For anything else, you should see a fellow called Votava. Folk aren't too fond of him, because he's as surly as a wet cat. But he can get you just about anything. I saw him by the granary. You'll recognize him easy. He looks like he's never had a decent meal in his life.
Farewell.
Cool. Alright, so this is the gentleman we need to speak to get stuff. So we're going to speak to him.
My respects to you.
Can we trade?
If you've got the call. Farewell.
What's he got for me? So, Saviour Schnapps wise, I've got 8, so that should be more than enough, because I only really am going to save when I'm at the end of these streams. I might do the odd one. I mean, it doesn't happen very often at all, but every now and then the game crashes, so might be worth doing a save every now and then. But if it's another attempt at not dying, then not saving is the move, really. Kunish's hammer.
Get out of my way.
Cool. Right, there's nothing really worth buying food-wise. The only real thing actually it's worth buying is a lockpick.
Can we
So,
trade?
do that quickly. How many can I buy? There's 17 for one. What I'll do is I'll go to the toilet. I'm gonna go to the back to the kitchen. Yeah, if you pick all that, you know, like when they say, oh, yeah, there's loads of food here for you when you first arrive and you're wounded. If you pick everything up, obviously it just starts rotting in your pockets. But if you just pick up exactly what you need, then you can go back, get all that stuff, and it's not stealing, and sell it. Like the roast duck goes for quite a bit, cheese goes for quite a bit. Excuse me. I can't hear anyone say anymore without thinking of that Rampage Jackson video. Oh jeez, that is some old shit right there. Let's nick all this stuff. Oh, great tune. Cool. Right. See, everything else that you take is technically stealing. Where's the wine? Because they did say that there was wine for me as well. The wine would probably go for at least a few groschen. Just turned your stream down a little bit because I'm worried about it coming through. I'll eat from this pot, get a bit of nourishment. That is a deep fall from grace, isn't it? You know, when you go from playing on the normal game to getting, is it 25 nourishment from a pot of like kind of stew, and then you go down to 5, and it's like, oh my god, where the fuck did all that nourishment go?
Can we trade?
Right, here we go. Let's do some trading. Let's have a look. Right, sell. What have I got to sell him? I'm going to keep all that stuff because I'm sentimental. Cheese is worth 10. I'm at 70 right now, so I probably need 3 of them. Wine is worth... So I'll have 1 of them and 2 of these, so I can sell 2. Sell the bread. How much nourishment is in the bread? Oh, that's worth nothing. Okay. Actually, I'm going to change my mind already. Because the bread is worth fucking now, but it actually nourishes you quite a lot. 21. So what's that? 89. And then 1 cheese. Oh, actually, no, I've got these. The apples and the bread will be eaten. The cheese will be sold. And the wine. Cool. And I want to buy 2 lockpicks. Right, that is going to be not possible. 1 lockpick then. Let's do some haggling. Although your ability to haggle in this early part of the game is really awful. 8.5. He's probably going to be like, that's an awful. Oh, yeah. He's alright. I pissed him off a little bit.
Well,
What fucking wig?
Yeah, I put that down by half a groschen. That's what I managed to achieve. That is so unacceptable. Right, here we go. Alright, cool. So, that's all done. We have a lockpick, so we may actually be able to do some fiddling and some diddling. Some clarting. Right, let's go and see the Lady of the Tallenberg. Because she has got the hots for me. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you, my lady.
God save.
Do you need a stone?
I would like to ask your assistance, my lady, if I may be so bold.
What's the matter, lad?
I need to get out of the castle, and your husband is keeping me here by force.
Why, for the love of God, would you want to leave the castle?
My lady, I know you have a good heart. I can't live with the thought of my parents being left in the mud to be food for stray dogs. How can their souls find peace until they rest in hallowed ground?
My dear boy, you'd risk your own life to give them a Christian burial? My heart goes out to you. I will do what I can to help, though I'll tremble in fear until your return. But what can I do?
If I could just get past the guard at the gate somehow.
But you can. If you wear a proper suit of armor, and if he can't see your face, he won't recognize you and he'll let you go.
Good thinking. And where can I get the armor?
At the armory?
Where's that?
In the gate tower. But the soldiers sleep in other places around the castle too, and you might find armor nearby.
It's rather embarrassing, but if I'm to pay a bribe, I need money, and unfortunately, I don't have any.
How would you? Don't worry your head about it. This should be enough.
Thank you, my lady. I will repay you, I swear. They'll certainly ask where...
You could tell them Sir Robard sent you to Ujits. To ask the...
That sounds reasonable. Thank you, my lady. I must go now.
God bless.
Right, cool. So, done that. Next is the thievery.
Did you just say that?
Is it you performing... I'm unmuted right now, so we're not gonna go into detail about that, but yes. Performing. Yeah. Right, let's have a look. Cool. So that's done. I have... Jesus Christ be praised. So... I need to steal from the armory.
That's form 6.
In a... Okay, right, so I'll steal that.
You? Headcracker.
Steal that.
You think you're better than me? You're wrong. Did me get better than you? Oh my god.
Done.
Just
Right.
one hit.
Done that. Cool. Right, I've stolen the stuff that I need to steal. Go up here. I found a reliable blade as well. That's useful.
I am carving through these men like a cake.
Oh god. Right, I'll steal some arrows. Do a little check, make sure no one's following me. Right.
Even now I can come through the fire with that cake.
Yeah, there's a village hazel bow that you can pick up, and it's technically not stealing at the camp, which is good.
How are you not dead? No.
Fuck you. Is it just me, Leo, that you know those little candles that you get that are in this game on the tables, like the clay pot, and it's got like a bit of rope in it, and the rope is on, and it's like got wax in there, and it's on fire and stuff. Is it just me that kind of really wants one of them? I'm sure they're a terrible fire hazard, and that's why they were stopped being used, but they look lovely.
Yeah, I think they look cool as well.
Yeah. I think me and you are probably the only people on this planet that think that is cool. Is someone there?
Thinks that's the absolute fucking
Titties.
shit. Yeah.
The absolute Chateau Neuf de Pape. Alright, let's get the fuck out of Dodge. Right, so I have stolen a load of stuff, which is absolutely appropriate. Yeah, so I've got an axe, which I cannot use. The bow that actually I am allowed to use, I can't use yet. The villager's ash bow, I can use, so that's good. The reliable blade I can't use, so that'll be one for the old. Right, cool. All right, let's put this armor on. Go and speak to the lady of Tollenberg. Cool. Yeah, we're good. All right, and then we shall brandish a blade and a shield.
Keep on getting on my reel that meme of a tiny little kid honking instead of yelling.
Burp. Yeah, it's so great. That is so great. Where's my wife? Where's the Lord of Talmberg's wife? I need to speak with his wife. Is she praying?
Your usual penis?
Yeah.
My lady.
My lady. My liege.
With you.
It's me, my lady. Henry.
I didn't recognize you at all.
I still think you should stay here in the safety of the castle, Henry. But I see your heart is drawing you away from here. God go with you.
Alright, so I need to go and get Pebbles now. I mean, she's in here praying, so I could actually do some thievery whilst I'm here. Because she hasn't she got like quite an expensive dress in her little, her little box over here. That is, oh, I'm going to break this lockpick. Oh, nice, nailed it. She's definitely not going to sleep with me if she catches me stealing off her. Okay, I'm in Right. Yeah, so she's got like some green nobleman's trousers, hose, black. See that? Yeah. We've got some pauldrons there. They're quite heavy. Fashionable hose. I mean, the things to get rid of is the old pauldrons. The fashionable hose, so good. The green merchant's hat looks pretty cute. But the really good thing was the... Okay, well, they're not valuable at all. I'll drop that. I'll unsteal that. Cool. The merchant's hat. I'll get rid of that. And I'll get rid of the pauldrons, because I'm still overweight. I'm still encumbered. Just in general, I'm overweight in general. Let's have a look here. Anything else? Green shirt. I think I just got rid of...
And the U.
Your usual table, Ricky? Right. Can you have someone iced for me, please? 1, 2. Alright, cool. Yeah, we're good. So I am encumbered at the minute. I do need to get rid of something. I'm miles off being able to use that, and it's not very valuable, so I will drop that. At which point I am not encumbered anymore, so I'll just leave an axe on the floor. Bye-bye. It's a great way to stay in shape. Where is Pebbles? The Pebmeister General. Oh, it's not Pebbles this one, it is just a horse. It's not even Pebbles. Good eye, good eye. Stand by me. Nobody knows the way it's gonna be. Alright. Little cutscene coming up.
Oh, there's that thing.
I need to get out of here.
Then I'm afraid you're out of luck. Ah, I see. All right then. But if you breathe a word about me to anyone, good luck to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Foo Fighters. We are out. We're out, baby. So literally just need to get the fuck out of Dodge. I mean, you're heading towards the Tarnberg, which, off the top of my head, it is this way somewhere.
They got robot. They got Dinesh.
Cool, right, I'm out.
You'll have to wait for me here, friend. Better to keep going on my own. It's like they've already gone.
Get him jogging, he's ready for war. Just going to pause for a second and go for a wizard. Alright, cool. Alright, let's pick up some shit. So we are at risk at the moment because there are a few people to kill, which also means that you can get killed, which obviously we don't want. So we're going to pick up a few. We're going to pick up a few groschen, a few carrot. Hopefully, dried anything is always useful. Bread, that's good. Apple, lapel, carrot, apples and groschen. These things are all good. Yeah, obviously dried anything is quality because it doesn't spoil, and yeah, we cover that stuff. And yeah, I need to kind of get myself as prepared as possible because you've got a few kind of enemies coming up, and it's not as likely to come to an end like it did earlier in Attempt 2, but it can happen. You can die, obviously. So I'll get myself armoured up and as armoured as possible and try and keep them at bay as much as possible. Kind of after this bit, what I'll do is once we're at Ratai, I very quickly try to move across the map up to Ujits, up north, try and get a horse. Horses are absolutely imperative if you want to stay alive. If you get ambushed and you have a good horse, or sort of, at least an okay horse, you can get out of there and run away and survive. Without a horse, when you get ambushed, you get ambushed. You can't run away. They will chase you and they'll just bang you around the back of the head and you will just get murdered. So a horse is absolutely... When I stayed alive in that last playthrough for 22 hours, I got stupid and sloppy and bored. That's how you stay alive, getting a good horse. So that's the first thing we'll do. Right, we've stolen a load of shit, so we'll now crack on and move down here. I'm not going to go crazy with looking through these houses and stuff because, it'll be the odd groschen, the odd piece of apple or fucking bread or something that is really not going to save the day. What we need to focus on is not dying. First order of business is this gentleman over here robbing. So, just going to make sure I've got the best armour on that I could wear. Yeah, this is the best a man can get. If I wear any of these, I won't be better armoured at all. I'll just be more charismatic, which I don't think matters right now. So I'll just be damaging something that's possibly very expensive. I'm going to get the bow involved. I'm going to get one of these long distance arrows involved, I think. It would be good to put an arrow in this bloke before I even fight him. That would be the dream.
Hey, who's there?
I think I missed. No, he's coming. Right, here we go. Bang! Right, there's one. Right, so he's got an arrow. Right. Bang. Just keep distance and just keep fucking rattling. Oh. Isn't the... I'm just thinking, actually. The reliable blade... I'm actually not good enough to use, but you can actually just use... Let's use this stuff. Oh, jeez, I'm going to die. Right, composure is restored. We should be fine now. I've had a bang around the hand, but I should be... Yeah, he's gone. Cool. There's one down. Right, I nearly fucked up already. But, yeah, so Cobbler's kind of quest item sword is the one to use. I'll take that. Do I have, like, Gamperson? Do I have... I do have some bits and bobs. I kind of might pick it all up and then see what I don't need. I'd rather do that because I think that might be the move. So armor-wise, alright. So this is an improvement. Even though it's completely fucked, it is actually an improvement, technically, on my armor. So, cool, that's fine. I will drop those. I'll drop that. I'll drop that, and that, hopefully. Drop that. I don't really want to drop the blade thing. The Shield of the Talmud Crest is weighing me down a lot. It's not worth a lot, and I don't think I'm going to use it. So I'll get rid of that. God, I'm so encumbered. It is so fucking... Oh, it's the arrows. It's the arrows that he's got. Very cool. I'm not going to need that many. That will do. Drop all that shit. Right, we're good now. Cool. Health-wise, I'm at 77. Yeah. That is the move, I think. Pretzel. Let's have a pretzel. Why the fuck not? Cool. Right, we're good to go again.
Oh, God.
See, I can use the axe now. Kind of semi-regretting dropping the sword. Dropping the shield, sorry. It's all useless. Fairly sure I come across someone again soon. There's one guy that runs off, and there's one guy that sticks around and fights. The guy that runs off, I'm fairly sure it really isn't worth chasing him, because you just end up wasting a lot of time. So I won't. I'm not going to chase him. I'm just going to let him run. There he is. There's the runner. Yeah, you shout at him on approach and he just belts it. It's not worth chasing him because, yeah, your stamina is not good, so not worth doing it. Right, let's have a look here. Bandages are always welcome. Right, and then there's a gentleman over here looting a body, so we're going to have a look at that. And he will fight me, so again, another chance for me to die here. Really hope I don't. What is the old? Health is full, energy is fine. Yeah, I'm about as armoured as I'm going to get at this point in the game. What is nourishment saying? 93. That improves your energy a bit, might as well. Bang, 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 bang. Let's get ourselves. Don't think it helps at all, but here's matey boy. Doing that. So we're going to try and put an arrow in him. There's one. Get it full draw. Shit! Second one missed. No! Oh, let's see. He's given up. Right. I'll get energy back. I'm gonna batter the fuck out of him. Fuck you. Right, that was a chance to die. We're past the test once again. Noble shoes, they could be useful. Hose, no good. They could be useful. Leather jerkin, that'll be in better condition than the one I've got. Linen hood could be useful. I'll get all of them actually. I'll do what I did last time and get everything and see what is worth it, what isn't. So this, noble shoes are better than the ones I had, so I'll use them. Yeah, they actually will armour me a little bit, so they'll be useful. Leather jerkin is way better than the one that I had, so I'll take that and I'll drop this one. I need to drop us something else as well. That is useless, so we'll get rid of that. Old shoes, I'll get to keep all the stuff that we have because I'm sentimental. I'm a loser like that. Patched hose. I mean, they technically are better. I'm not getting rid of any of that because that stuff's already useful. Bread. I reckon we can get rid of bread. That is weighing us down a bit now. Pretzel. It's weight that I'm worried about. I'll get rid of the carrots. But we're good. And we're good. Alright, cool. Now we just have to like ration and stuff. Health-wise, I think we're okay. Let's look at health. Yeah, 100%. Cool. So it was just my armour that took a bit of a battering there, but I think I'm okay now. Lou, we're all good. The only thing I'll really pick up now is ration and anything dried, because I think I've got plenty of food. And that. So, yeah, head up this way. I know there's two blokes up here. So this bit, again, is another chance for me to die. If I get past this bit, this is where the game really kind of starts. Obviously, there's a lot of tutorial that you kind of need to go through. Once you're past this bit, the risk is kind of removed a little bit. We need to obviously get the horse. The horse is... that'll be high on the list. And then once you have the horse, you can start taking things steadily and bit by bit, get better at combat and stuff, and then bit by bit, yeah, get yourself to a point where if you get ambushed by... So there's one... Alright, so there might not be two here, sorry. There's only the one. I can only see the one. Right, so, as is tradition, we'll put an arrow in him. If we can, too.
Hey, who's there?
Right, I've missed him.
Answer to my prayer. Just when I wanted to vent my rage.
Right, that's full. Here he comes. There's another arrow for you. Right, this should be fine. Bang! Right, here we go. Come on. He'll be bleeding now. He'll probably die on his own, to be honest, if I don't do anything else, because he'll be bleeding out right now. But I'll finish him off. Right. A padded queef. Always up for one of them. Cool, leather jerkin, that'll be destroyed. Bandages, we'll take them. The padded queef, is that better than... that'll no doubt be better than the one that I'm wearing, the queef that I've got. 3, 9. It is much better. Although, not worth a lot of money. I'm going to drop it because I need to be as light as possible. We can get another one of those easy peasy. Right. Yeah. Groschen. Done. Cool. Alright. This is going to take us to the next part of the game. So I think, with regards to like risk, we're past another hurdle. I think the first big hurdle is that big horse chase that I cocked up on attempt 2. This bit, a couple of little risks and stuff to die, but I think we've passed those now. Roshan sold. He's got a sword as well, the shard. which actually technically isn't stealing, which I'm absolutely loving. Agility 3. Oh, could have used that. That reliable blade is so valuable. I actually have to keep it. One more strength I can... No, I can't because the agility's too low. I need to get rid of something. The axe is worth now, and I'm not using it, so that's gone. Cool. Right. Leave that.
You stood by his side when he did this to you. In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. Didn't abandon him like me.
Yeah, it's quite funny that Henry just goes around like accusing people of like looting bodies and stuff, but you know, that is 98% of this game is stealing from the dead. You know, people often that you've killed. Right, here's his bird. Hello, darling.
Why? Not you. It wasn't supposed to be you, Bianca. I'll find the bastards that did this to you. I'll find them. I swear it. Just wait a minute. I'll take care of my parents, and then I'll come back to you. I won't leave you like this. I'll take this as a keepsake to remember you by, my dearest.
Yeah, kind of speaking to other guys that are into this game on like, you know, Facebook groups and stuff, little communities. There wasn't a great number of people that knew that you could kind of loot the anchor here and take that ring. I mean, I always take that ring and wear it till like the end of the game. I mean, the silver rings and stuff that you find aren't anything on some of this kind of unique, and she doesn't look great, does she? I mean, who looks hot when they're dead? But... Let's go around and loot some fucking bodies. Let's go and see Mum and Dad. I'm pretty sure Mum has got something on her, like a pretzel. You know.
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find this shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you.
Yeah, I love this bit with the linden tree. Leo isn't here right now. But yeah, me and Leo was born on a road called Linden Close, and I grew up there as well. So it's always a lovely little throwback for us. I don't know what he's doing right now. Right, cool. I remember this bit, when I first played this game, figuring out what to do. Had a bloody hard time. Yeah, Mum's got a pretzel on her. I'm pretty sure Dad's got a little groschen on him as well. Ding dong. I've played this game too many times. Alright, yeah, so I couldn't figure out what to do. You gotta listen for the sound of the dog. It's game mapping, you know, when lighting is brighter in certain areas, you move towards those areas. The dog barking is the area you need to move towards. Eventually you figure out. I did.
Get away, you mutt! Get away, you beast!
What's going on? Mishak, what in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Isn't that not the butcher's? And isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
I'd say the poor creature is standing guard over his master. You weren't trying to get to him, were you?
What do you care what I'm doing here? What are you doing here?
Came to bury my parents.
So bury them and leave me be.
Do you know what happened to Teresa from the mill? When I fled, the humans wanted to... They meant to violate her, and God knows what else.
No, I don't know. What do I care? They probably raped her and killed her like all the others. Her misfortune. Right now, I've got to take care of myself.
You see, I stuck up for this bloke later in the game. I actually forgot about this piece of dialogue. I am not going to be so fucking nice to him later. Not after talking like that about Teresa, my queen.
How did you manage to get away?
How do you think? I ran.
I see a cunt remains a cunt, no matter what the situation.
Here we go. Right, here we go. Let's have it. You piece of shit. Oof. Right, let's get the fuck out of him. Let's get the old boy out.
Right, turn tail and run, you bastard!
Slice you open, you piece of shit. Yeah, I completely either forgot or blanked the fact that he is kind of okay with the fact that Teresa possibly got raped and he's fine with that. Especially with the DLC when you see that they had some sort of a relationship, kind of family, friend or whatever. Yeah, I love how we have a go at him for looting this bloke, and then what I'm going to do is loot this bloke. Cheers. Food-wise, need 9. Dried meat. Let's have 1 pretzel. Pretzel's worth a bit of money, actually. Let's drop the apples, because they're just going off. I think drop the pretzels in. What's worth nothing. This stuff we keep, because we keep. I'll get rid of that. Bianca's ring we wear. Weapons. Eesh. I'm running out of space here. Lockpick we obviously keep. Bandages. Food. I think this somewhere's going to have to go. The dried meat. The salami does go off. It's worth a nice bit of money. I'm going to have to get rid of something. I don't want to get rid of any of this stuff. Hunter's gloves. It's worth a good amount of money. I'll get... Alright. I want to keep that stuff because I'm sentimental. I'd actually rather get rid of money than that. Fuck it. I'm just going to walk encumbered, but it doesn't really matter. Because all that's going to happen is I'm going to go to bury my parents, actually, I won't spoil it. Yeah, it's going to happen in the next 30 seconds, but I don't think it really matters at all that I'm encumbered here. If anything, I probably should have kept all that shit that I just dropped, but I will leave as is. Another cutscene coming. Hello there. Oh, sorry, let me turn you on speaker. Hello there, Nicholas. It's Sergeant Butterman here, your new inspector. Oh, he's gone again. Right. We are nearly there now. Let's go to this. Oh, he's back again. Let's dig a little grave for me mum and dad. Hello there.
So, let's get to it. Damn it all. How am I going to do this?
Do you need some help? Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword? Who are you? What do you want?
Zbyszek? Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't.
I love how this guy sounds like, you know, I think what Danny Dyer always wanted to be. Hey, Grunt, he's like, you listen here, boy. You're in for a family reunion. You fucking never will. Yeah, on hardcore with all negative perks, I'm pretty sure he hits you one time and you die. So get ready for that. I've hit him. Right, so there's one hit. I know you cannot win this fight, but obviously we're going to give it a good shot. When he hits you, though, it is over. It's over. There you go. He literally bonks you once, so that is over.
I told told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? Now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, gun fuckers!
It's my queen. Teresa is like one of the coolest characters in gaming history. Yeah, a little bit of credits right now. Kind of story of them picking you up and taking you away from this place, and yeah, a few credits rolling. Tom McKay liked a comment once that I put on Facebook. So yeah, obviously me and him are really great friends. He's a top bloke, and Luke Dale will be popping up eventually. And when he does, I think he has also liked a comment that I put on Facebook once. So obviously we're really great friends as well. Yeah. This is, I think, my absolute favourite game. Me and my brother talk about this all the time, about what our favourite game is, and I think it is between this and The Last of Us is an absolutely brilliant game. And yeah, Leo's playing that at the moment, kind of dipping between this and that. And yeah, this, yeah, it's just, yeah. When I was a child, like when I was a kid and stuff, like if I could imagine the kind of game that I would want to play, when gaming became a bit more serious and a bit more vast and a bit more beautiful, you know, this game would have absolutely ticked all those boxes. And yeah, I mean, it's not perfect. There are definitely glitches and problems with this game and stuff every now and then, but you know, I think like Skyrim and stuff, there's glitches and those problems and all that stuff is part of the charm, really. I remember when I first started playing Skyrim, it was probably 2012. I was a little bit late to the party, I think. And yeah, there was all that stuff about like you could like get out of the map without loading out of the map and get under the city of... Leo, what's the city called? Is it Whiterun? Whiterun, yeah. You get into the city of Whiterun and get into that chest that's under a set of stairs or something, and yeah, it was all part of a charm, and like everyone was kind of really on board with it. It wasn't like, oh, this is a horrible glitch that we hate this game because of it. It was like, this is absolutely part of what this, the majesty of the game is involved in this. And yeah, it's the exact same with this game. I mean, I say it's the exact same. It's kind of the same because I don't think there's actually any intentional glitches with this game. But the glitches are kind of part of the majesty, you know, like yeah.
Yeah, you say that, and then if I start using the glitches, you just get all pissy with me, just like, I can't believe that you just
well,
inside that shit.
Yeah, I mean, if you're taking it seriously, yeah. When the glitches you're talking about right now, I'm at that red bit, by the way. I don't know if you can see my stream there. Yeah, I'm at that red bit where you always get lost because you're a fucking absolute Dudley douchebag. Hello. Oh, you want some fucking... Oh, get fucking diddled. Oh, wow, I did not know that. When you're doing, you know that bit in the red kind of part, when you're in the kind of dream world and you're fighting the humans. You know, that goes towards your stats.
No, there's not.
Yeah. So I just killed a human and my warfare went up.
Oh, wait, no, I did know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
sorry. I wasn't listening.
sure you did.
You're sort of saying stuff.
And yeah, and you're
No,
six
it
foot. You're 6'5" and you hate the gender pay gap, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
That is absolutely correct. Yes. Right. So, I think I actually might be lost. This bit is good, but you can very easily get lost. I mean, if you're doing like game mapping, maybe I'm being an idiot actually. Maybe I should be walking into the shadows. Maybe that's exactly what I should be doing. But I don't think that's the case. I don't think I need to be walking into the little smoky bits. Yes. I'm sure to people people who are I'm very well versed in this game, but this bit, I'm sure there is an art to it, and people who know that art must be tearing their hair out right now, because I'm just wandering around doing what you were doing, Leo, when you got lost. Oh, the sound starts changing, actually. Oh, here we go. Are we good? Shall I do good? Yeah, we're good. Right, we're going to cut out.
Henry! There's work to be done. Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Henry, can you hear me?
Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back. You're awake.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh. Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Tamburg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mines.
Yeah, you see.
What did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
That is
No, there isn't.
heartbreaking.
But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah. Teresa is my wife.
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard.
So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
Sir Divish promised Sir Radzig he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea. Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak.
A few more days later. And even later.
Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humour back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
And this is your uncle's house?
We're in Ratay Mill. My uncle's mill at Peshek. He took me in, and I talked him into taking care of you too.
I've been lying.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Radzig?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radzig, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks. My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
Naturally, we're going to give Teresa the credit she deserves.
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
Right. Right. So we are in the game now. This is where everything kicks off. So nourishment, we're at 30, so we need to yam some fucking... We need to yam some food. Right. We'll get some bread. Right. Oh. Right, we'll get some bread rolls going. I'm going to shut this door. I think we're clear. That's all my stuff, isn't it? Get your things from the trunk. I don't have a lockpick. Oh, it's in the trunk. Cool. Cool. Right, we're sorted. I'm just going to crouch here. Quickly just... Just rob from the people who have looked after me. I believe that is called, yeah, biting the hand that feeds you. Alright, cool. Bludgeon, move that in there. Reliable blade, move that in there. Torch. Everything we'll use. I can't use that yet, so I'll leave it. Pretty much. I tell you what, I'm going to move everything into the trunk. And then I'm going to take stuff, because that's the move. Because I can also, from this view, you can see what's stolen and what's not at this point. So I can't use that anyway. I might be able to use that soon, but I can't. These are both mine, but I can only use that, so I'll use that. Cool. Armor.
Shit.
Apparently, nothing is stolen, so I'm going to take all of the armor. Save your schnapps. I'm going to take what, like 1, 2. Take all of them. Take all of that. Take all of that. All of that. All of that. Food is way more important than any of that shit. Kunesh's stuff can stay. Bandages, make them useful. I'll take 5. Lockpick, definitely. Salt, I'll take because I might sell it. Yeah, Groschen, obviously. Boarhide, leave. And we'll leave the mappage until later. Cool. Alright, I need to eat. So, bread rolls. 7. Food. We're semi-happy now. Cool. Let's go speak to the matey boy. Let's put some clothes on first. They... What did you call me?
What did you say? I thought he said.
Yeah, I think in this playthrough, Leo, I'm not going to use any plate armor. I think that's going to be my thing. Anything with platage, I'm just going to avoid. Initially, though, I mean, let's just get ourselves sorted first. Let's get established. Figure out what we want to keep. I think I'm going to get rid of the warhorse stuff as well, because I think that's a bit of a cheat. Like, because you know, it's good stuff, and everyone wants to keep it. Well, initially, it's very good. DLC activated. Yeah, we did. Cool. Cool. Right, let's speak to the miller.
My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Teresa. She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo, and talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from. What do you say?
Yeah, so at this point, I could do some kind of save where I'm not going to break any laws, but I think breaking the law is kind of part of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am going to break the law.
Well, what would you need from me?
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else. And not get caught while you're doing it.
That sounds straightforward enough. Except for not get caught. Why would anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition. Do corpses bother you?
No honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the fields? You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking scruples, or if you might be useful for more unconventional work.
I was prepared for just about anything, but that's a bit much. But go on. Tell me more.
Listen, it's about this ring my mate Wojciech, the Kohelnitz miller, had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried the ring by the gibbet, along with the villain they hung while he was wearing it.
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse, take a ring from it, and give it to your friend in Kohelnitz? There's nothing sacred to you.
Money first, morals later. That fellow is dead. He won't miss it. Whatever bleeding heart came up with the idea that it's disrespectful to disturb a corpse never read the Bible. It's still a human body, only it's missing a soul. Why be disgusted by something created by God?
I think I've already heard more than I need to know. You've got the tongue of the devil himself. If you tried hard enough, I bet you could justify sodomy with a goat.
Watch your mouth, boy. There's a shovel here around the mill somewhere. If there's any problem, come and see me. And here's something on the side to make you dig better.
Thanks. I'll need it. I can't believe I've come to this. Digging up corpses.
Oh, and watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty savage. And I don't just mean the dogs. You can just throw them some meat. The dogs, that is. But the executioner? Well, don't vex him. May the Lord watch over you.
Unbelievable.
Okay, so I can't sell him anything stolen until I've done this for him, so let's do that first. Cool. Cool. Just going to leave it there quickly, very briefly. Have some food, chill out. I'll be back shortly.